Hello, hello, hello everyone. Once more, sessions with Auntie Melo. Igama lami ngu Auntie Melo, and I'm so happy to be with you. I've brought a topic that I promised last time about nagging wives. Men are going to be interested in this one. Nagging wives. Even women are going to be interested in this one. So I'm just going to tell you that the person talking to you was like a neg, a serious neg. I was on steroids, like seriously, because what did I not neg about? I don't know if it was the firstborn in me. I don't know if it was the motherly instincts. I don't know if it was the sisterly instincts. I don't know, but what I know is that I was a neg on steroids. And you know what? Extroverted till tomorrow. Like, I was like that. I would neg about literally anything. Anything. I was actually thinking about it and I was, writing down the things I used to neg about. I used to neg. Some of us, because of the way we grew up, you are in control. You want to say, don't sit there. Don't eat this. Why are you talking like this? Why? And as soon as you get married, you start feeling, you know what? I need to change this about my person. I need to change this. I think it's more about control, wanting to be in control. So women do it without realizing that they are doing it. They think for them it's a natural instinct to just say, let me control my emotions, let me control my surroundings, let me control the people around me. So I used to be a control freak. I think I would complain about scattered clothes. That's the first thing I remember. Men have got this thing that kana whether are in a rush or what, munhu angonabuda mutrousers unotoona kuti adzurika aita kunge paita rapture, angosumudzwa kubva mutrousers rake mbva arisiya, bhutsu dzake dzangosiyiwa padzanziri. So it used to be such a pain for me. So I would not want things that are, even if you lay your bed, like you have made up your bed, your cushions are there, your bed is looking mwah, I would still think like, leave the bed as is. Unoziva pane kunega kwokuti unorambidza munhu wawagadzirira bed kuti aite lie on the bed and you have got this thing that you have got 10 pillows and you want them in a certain way, and kana maakurara dzikisai mapillow adai, things like that. You can neg a person till the person is no longer comfortable in their own home. Munhu achatodi kugara mumba, kutofila kuti kana ndiri mumba ndiri muranda, ndakasungwa, I'm under lock and chain because of negging. I used to neg about the way of eating. I think you can relate. Kuti matsengere nyamunoita anenge anozonyanya. Komodi kutsenga makavhara muromo. Inda muchiti kana muchinwa tea. I remember this was a pain. Inda kana muchinwa tea muchita yekuridza mukanwa kuti kunge iri kupisa. For me I think I would relate to vanhu vainwira tea mumakango kapaya muchiri kuvaza ekuti inenge ichipisa muromo. So I would feel like, so if it's hot, why don't you wait? Or maybe toisa ice block kuti cool down. It would be like this, it would be like that, and it would constantly bug me, especially pakatozoita my visitors. You become so sensitive because you think everyone is seeing that which you see. Yet apana, it's just you. So that was my other area of negging. Then I would neg about table manners. Table manners. Mazoshandisirei folk iyoyo. When I think about it now, I say, hey, yeah, I think that was torturous. That was really torturous. This is a grown-up man that you are now staying with. Over 20-something years or 30-something years or 40-something years. You want to change them. You are trying to change them. That's all part of negging. Ablution skills. Kuti masiya seat really down here kana kuti marisimudza. Why did you not put the seat down? Ko mazoflasha mukadai, ko mamadi kudai, ko tissue toilet paper madi kurisiya rakadai, and such things. You neg. So can you see that already? You have negged someone from the bedroom, you have negged kitchen, you have negged toilet. And I would also neg about important dates. You know how us women are particular about dates. I'm going to talk about love languages. I'll talk about love languages, because sometimes you don't know love language yemunhu wako ndeipi. So this poor man has come into the relationship. He doesn't know that kana iwewe usina kutengerwa a rose, kana kuti usina kutengerwa flowers ako, kana card, kana kana cake on your birthday, it's a big issue. So he doesn't know. So I would nag about those dates. How come I had this function, you didn't do this? How come you didn't remember our anniversary? How come you didn't remember this? My functions, and remember, we have got competition. We are seeing other people doing it on social media. We are seeing them doing it everywhere. So we are thinking, so I would nag about important dates. Then I would nag about sense of dressing. When you are not there, ukati mozotera function, wait on gocha vunduka mnachishika function, kupfekwa kunenge kwakaita sheti yakapfekwa isikuendera netrousers or whatever, untongo uchachema kumazopfekere, or maybe sometimes watosiya walayer hembe dzacho kuti muzopfeka izvi, and then somebody decides, I'm not wearing that, I want to wear this, apfeka hazvisi kuita for the occasion or whatever. Otsamwa, how can you come pick me up makapfeka izvozvo, you know, things like that. They would really get to me. But I just want to say to you, do you know that you will never change a person? You can't. For some reason, we are born empty, right? We then acquire information and we are fed certain things. And the computer can put garbage in, you get garbage out. So the things you're worried about, zvakatozara ndo zvakasinka, computer ndo zvakatotora kuti this is what. I'm in my default settings. I told you my default settings. For 23 years, most of the things I was worried about, I was never able to change them. So I want to tell you that it's not easy to change a person. You can nag and nag, but you'll not change a person. And I'm going to give you signs of nagging. How can you tell that you are nagging? Because most of us get offended when we are told we are nagging. We don't want to be told we are nagging. We become very defensive and we think it's our right. We are doing what we are supposed to be doing. But I'll tell you just a few signs of a nagging woman. Sign number one, it's a need to repeat yourself. A need to say something over and over and over again. And it causes somebody to either just say, I'm not going to do it because you think I'm this foolish or I'm this stupid that I don't get it or I didn't get it. So if you say, it's not like when you say the bulb is not working, the person hasn't heard you. Repeating is not what makes it work. Yes, maybe for you, you say, I'll say it, but that's a sign of nagging. So when you constantly repeat the same thing, that's a sign of nagging. And for men, it suffocates. It's suffocating. You know, they feel like, you know, I'm caged. I heard you already. Like, seriously, I heard you already. Why do you have to repeat? And it makes him stubborn. So it does not work. So don't repeat. Then my number two is sign that you are a nag. Being critical of everything. Being critical of everything. I said I nagged from the kitchen, from the bedroom, go to the ablutions, you name it. I would nag about everything. I would nag about things that we would do outside. Why did you speak like this? But but it was not necessary. But you become a critic. You watch this person and you are like looking for something. What has he done now? What didn't he do? Even when he speaks, you will not notice a grammar. Some people will hear it and they won't even put it to head. But because this is your person, you feel like I need to correct, I need to teach him, so you can be a nag. So that's a sign that you are a nag. Remember, when you chase a dog, it can start running while you're chasing it. But when it feels cornered, what does it do? It tends to attack. So most of us now, we are getting attacks because we have cornered someone and they feel like, you know, one is a package. So what do? They attack. Saka aninge ave defensive. Even ne correct or correct. He just feels like you are attacking him. So yes, it does not work. You know, it's defense instincts that are kicking in. Then number three, it's wanting control. You know, when you want control, you want things to be done a certain way. And it's your way only, not any other way. There are people who believe but you know, if you had tried way yangu is the correct way. So if you are a control freak, you want things done your way, and it's a sign of nagging. You become a person with patterns, like follow this pattern. Say nagging does not only go to husbands. It also spills over even to the children. It spills over to everyone else you stay with because you feel you need to control your surroundings. So that's a sign. When you feel that I need to control everything, it's a sign of nagging. Then if you feel you always want to fight for equality, why was it done this way? Why wasn't it done this way? Why you have done this because I'm a woman, or you've done this, you are trying to undermine me. That feeling can cause you to be a nag. You are not, remember, when we are in a relationship, I'm not looking for a parent, so you are not my parent. So this person feels like, I think these words, most of you can relate. Because somebody is now feeling like, so that is, we are able to respect workmates. Funny enough, we are able to respect workmates. We are able to respect other people outside. Even workmate yako yoyo kunyange kanzi mudiki kwa uri kana ukauti funga semafungiro unaita, but you are still able to respect and you are still able to say nicely, but why don't we do it this way? But when we are in the home, you find that you cannot say it nicely. It's always said in an attacking manner, and it will not work. So that's another sign. Another sign is being only focused on him. We can make our lives all about our person. Like Paul says, it's no longer me who lives. We have women, we have no hobbies. The husband is the hobby. The atori project pachayo. Aenda kupi. Adzoka nguvai. Anga ainani. Untangocha misa ka tracking device. You want to follow everything that he does. You become such a control freak. You are like that. You need to stop it. My insecurities ndo anowanzokonzera kuti tizoda kubva tatevera munhu. But guess what? Men by nature, they are hunters, and they are the ones who like hunting. And once they feel like you are hunting them, the instinct says run. Munhu anoda kuziva kuti when I am looking for you, I'm looking for you because I love you, because I miss you, because I want you. But kwete kuti maapapi yekuti ndizive kuti manditi muri kwakati asi hamusi kwakati. And sometimes it comes because of things that have happened in the past. You have lost trust with your person, so you end up being insecure, and it can cause you to nag without you realizing it. Unopinda mahabit if you're not careful yekuti kana phone akangoti akuenda ku bathroom unotomhanya kuda kuona kuti phone yake inechi akati ndiruda kudai, you become very very insecure. Pane vamwe vakadzi vanotosvika papoint yekudriver kutevera kuti anditi ari kuenda kwakatirega ndopaka paside ndoona kuti aripo. Insecurity, it makes you unattractive. It makes you not nice to be with, because when you are insecure, everything that you say, things that you say, munhu anozviona kuti panapa handisi kutrust. Hapana chinhu chinorwadza sekusatrust, because sometimes zveshuwa pamwe akamboita mess up, but sometimes he's being genuine and he still feels kuti handisi kutrust panapa, so it makes them run away. So yes, insecurity, being only focused on him. When I say get hobbies, get things that you do, they are okay. They will keep your mind focused. Other people will say, get a life. I will say, get a life. Make him, yes, your man, but find things that you can do by yourself. If you are lonely with him, he's not even going to make you okay. Find things that occupy you, that refresh you, that you are looking forward to be doing instead of him being the main goal. Okay. Then number 6, it's the sign of being a neg. Being in competition with other couples. Vakumana social media yati isapa pressure. My big goals akahoma. This weekend waona this friend naningi variku outing kwakati. This weekend avavaenda, because now we are seeing it every day. Zvirukandwa pa status, zvirukandwa pa social media. You start thinking that my life is not moving. Isusu zvekumba kweda zvikuita sei zvedu zviri stagnant. So now that you are in competition with other people, unotanga kushusha munhu. Antanga kutofeel the burden kuti wange there's one time that I felt pity for this man. It was at some place and we found him packed nemotikari yake akatarisa kusango akafesa kusango akagara rega. So when we went to greet him, my husband asked him, ko kuite zvikanzi shamwari ndiri kumirira kuti time dzifambe. This guy doesn't drink, he doesn't go to pubs, so akapaka after work akamirira kuti nguva dzifambe kuti aende kumba. Zvikanzi mai vari kumba kwangu uku vanotaura shamwari ndoda kuti at least ndiende pane nguva diki yekuti tiite nguva yekutaura. Can you imagine? So what am I saying? I'm saying don't be such a neg that you make your house hostile. Munhu achafarira kuve newe. Are you pleasing to be with? When you are constantly negging, unotizwa. Kana vana chaivo vanokutiza kuti mama vari apa rekatimbo-vatiza. So what do I do if I'm already an egg? There's a scripture that I like. I said we are going to be once in a while going into the Word of God and other books. Let me just get into the Word of God. The book of Proverbs, chapter 27, Proverbs 27, verse 15. It says, I wrote it down, I want to write it. A quarrelsome woman is like the dripping of a leaky roof in a rainstorm. Ameno kuti makambogara imba inolika here. Aindoiziva imba inolika yekuti inotanga kulika zvekuti munokanda kadhishi apa moisa kamwe kabhoa apa moisa kuti ibate mvura apa tichiita noise tichiti ngo usiku hwese tumadhishi tuyatiya. So hanzi a quarrelsome woman is like a leaky roof. Imagine. It also says it's like restraining the wind or grasping oil with your hand. Grasping oil kuda kubata kuti you know what oil iri kurasika here gati ibate nemaoko. It's impossible, practically impossible. I remember another version says it is better to stay at the corner of a roof than to stay with the quarrelsome woman. Quarrelsome woman is a nagging woman. So I am simply saying please make sure that you change, you don't become a quarrelsome woman. Garikika iwa nemi kumba. Hey, pane chekutarisira here kuti ndoda kuswera nemunhu wangu kumba kana kuti vanhu vada kutokutiza. Saka please make sure that you make that place habitable. Munhu ngaafare kuti now I'm going home to find my peace and to rest. Kwete kungofunga kuti maiwe mabills aya ndiri kusvika ndakamirirwa kunzi mazotenga here chingwa mazo inga ndakuudzai kuti magetsi apera. Yes, that. So how do I overcome this? A few pointers that I'm just going to say now quickly. How do I overcome nagging? Number one, you need to accept that you are a nag. I told you that I was a nag on steroids. First of all, I had to say, hey, by the way, I'm a nag. I'm a nag. I need to change. So first of all, you accept that you are a nag. Number two, you begin to change your words. Change the way you speak. Change the way you say. Even if you want things done, the way you say them, the way you remind someone. You know, phone call haifane kuti munhu akareceiva phone call ari kubasa anotoziva kuti maiwe zvangu hamene chiri kudiwa anototanga nekuti hello kuti atomirira the next thing kuti what exactly are you going to say. That's being an. So change your words, then learn to compromise. What changed with me was I told myself these things are not going to change. Hapana chiri kuchinja. Kondinobvei zvangu ndikapota ndichitika na trousers racho rasiwa ndongorisumudza ndorisa pari kufanira kuenda. Kondinobvei ndikangotora cheka chacho ndoita ndega. You know, kondinobvei ndikadai. Once you begin to do that, you are now at peace with yourself. You stop fighting him for things. You start doing things because you say, andisi kushare my responsibilities. I'm just going to do it. And do you know kuti already because he knows, you start seeing him bed ya uno complain kuti hawaridze mbed hadi. Unotozoona zvinenge zvisina kuitwa properly hazvo, but wazongo, you know, the cover has just been pulled. Paiswa effort ipapo because yekuti auchaisa pressure. So stop putting pressure and allow him to soak into what you have already said. Then he will do the proper thing. And also choose appropriate time. Timing is the best thing that you can do for yourself. Munhu wese, it depends kuti waudzwa say, waudzwa how, waudzwa papi. Timing is perfect. Usati munhu ari pakati pemafaro nechichichi obva ungomiye uchidza kuti muri kutofara henyu so makutoita henyu zvemabrai muziva kuti fees haina kubhadharwa. Timing iyoyo inopa kuti munhu agumbuke, munhu aretaliate. So make sure it's the perfect time and study your person kuziva kuti nhasi mood yake yakaita sei. Nhasi munhu wangu akaremerwa, anenge ane basa rakawanda, anenge ari cranky, anenge akadai. Then you choose the time to say your thing. So it's where how you say it that makes a difference. Number 5, change your attitude. Your attitude sucks. That long face there, unoita yekuti unotyisa. Vanhu vese vanotoziva nemakonzo epambanza anotoziva kuti vauya kwadzokewa. You know, audi kuita maiwe kuti uchitanga kupinda padoor, the first thing you see is ndiani asiya mutsvairo banapa, ndiani asiya cheche. Then by the time vanhu vachada kuzokuhaga kana kuti hai mami maswera sei, vakutokutya. You know, you are at arm's length. So some things, please learn to let go. Start appreciating. Look for positives. start encouraging apa magona. Thank you so much for this. Thank you so much. Because in us, there's a desire to please. One will always want to please you, so they will do better. Then lastly, I say, aim for peace. You don't always have to be right. You don't always have to be right. It's okay to lose some battles. Choose your battles wisely. So aim for peace. When you aim for peace, you tell yourself, ndikatanga nyaya, my peace is gone. Ndikadaira, so the peace in this house is gone. Ndikamuvunza this issue right now, the peace. So aim for peace. Then I'll say to you, we have a story of Samson and Delilah. Samson akazo udza secret yake kuna Delilah. After Samson, he had laid his head on the lap of Delilah, which means Samson was at peace with Delilah. So akaita rest, akabvazobuditsa ma secrets ese. So zvimwe zvinhu zvinochinjika because of the setting, the timing. So what am I saying? I am saying stop nagging. Look for peace, aim for it, learn to compromise, learn to be accepting, appreciate other people for the good things that they do, and you will be a better person to live with. Thank you so much. Please remember to comment, like, and share all the way with you, Auntie Melo.